Магия цветов со льдом в наших стаканах. Я бы жил в этом месте, в том самом моменте, когда мы летели на байке. Пальмы и ветер, кто-то пальмы в полном закате. Мы на гребне волны скользим.
All right. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, guys. I'm saying hello to you from Orlando right now. I'm actually in the business center of the hotel that I'm staying at. And man, oh man, what a crazy few days. Now, before we get started, I know my dear friend Bogdan is doing translation in Italian. So that's under Spanish, I believe. You can also do the translation by text. But hello, guys. I know that we haven't had a team call for a couple of weeks, but a little bit difficult to do that when you're on a cruise ship in the middle of the Caribbean, which was something phenomenal. Now, if this is the first time you're tuning into a team call, my name is Efrosyni, and I gotta say, the last few years I've been very blessed to have traveled in many countries around the world, 69 countries to be in fact, actually 70 countries as of now. But this trip was something completely unique. It was my first time on a cruise ship like this. It was not a cruise ship. This is a floating city. Like, I'm going to share some videos with you guys, and I'm also going to bring my good friend Gabor to also share his experience with us, because actually it was the initiative of Gabor that made this cruise happen. It was his initiative, his commitment, a lot of hard work in the background to organize something like this, because it was about 90 Hungarians and myself and Melanie. And it's, if it wasn't for Gabor, I don't think, actually he pushed us to come on the cruise. I was convinced that I don't like boats, I get seasick, and I don't want to try. All I can tell you is that even though I get seasick, this was not really the case in this particular cruise ship. This cruise ship, you barely felt anything because it was so big. Apart from one day where it was a little bit rocky, it was so big you just didn't feel anything. Now, I want to share a couple of videos with you guys because I feel like it's a different thing for you guys to see these. Okay, but this was the sunrise from the top of the cruise ship. Like, it was just absolutely breathtaking. And if you go back to here, you see that big massive screen? Hang on. That big massive screen. They actually had a movie night in front of that screen on one of the nights. There was swimming pools, there was so many different play areas for kids, for families. There was a theater that could fit 600 people that had Broadway shows every single night. So many restaurants, bars. But I actually want to bring up Gabor just to share some of his experience. And I'm going to share a few more videos for you guys in a little bit. Because, like I said, Gabor had so many things that he was doing in the background. And I want to applaud him for his hard work and dedication, because I'll tell you what, guys, you know, leadership does come with responsibilities, and leadership means putting other people first. Sometimes it means that you're working hard on cruises like this because you want to make sure your team has a good time. And Gabor definitely did that. So, Gabor, are you ready to rock and roll, buddy?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you very much, Efrosyni. So it was a really amazing experience. I'm glad Efrosyni and Melanie experienced this whole cruising as well, because they never done a cruising before. I mean, I could tell Melanie was a bit scared in the beginning, but after a while, she got used to it. I mean, my personal favorites are the cruises. I love cruising. This is so good way to see the world, but also cruising is another reason why cruising is really good, because you can go there with your team, with your whole team, or with a bunch of your team members together. And first of all, one of the reasons I like cruising, because when we get on the cruise ships, I don't lose my team, because everybody's on the ship. Nobody jumped overboard yet. So, that's one thing. It's really good because we are together. And also it's a great experience to see the world together, and not too many people been on a cruises before. So this is really special when you go on a cruise. And also another great thing about going on these getaway cruises or any of the getaway trips, because we didn't just go on this getaway cruise. We spent a week before here in Florida. We stayed in South Beach, in Miami Beach, which is the Riviera of the United States, for 5 days, 4 nights. And we booked the hotels through our booking engine, and we saved between 30 to 50% just on that 4 nights. Okay. And also we drove up to Orlando, and we stayed in Orlando for 3 nights in a really nice hotel in the Ramada Plaza, where we saved 65% compared to the best online prices. The best online price was over $600, and we paid only $200 for 2 people for the 3 nights, including breakfast. Okay, so we paid 1/3 compared to the normal price. So we already on the 7 nights, 4 nights in South Beach and 3 nights in Orlando, we saved a large amount of money. And also, we went to see most of the attractions in Orlando. We went to Universal Studios, we went to Kennedy Space Center. So we went to see a bunch of the attractions. And one of the attractions, Aquatica, which is an aqua park, we saved 65% on that one. Okay, which is like normal price was, I believe, 140 something dollars, and we paid 49 or something. So it's ridiculous how much money we saved on, not just on the hotels, on general, pretty much on everything, tickets, entry fees, everything, and the cruise, the getaway cruise for 2 people, this getaway cruise only cost $324. I mean, this is ridiculous. For $160, you go on a cruise, for a whole all-inclusive cruise, and you can eat 24 hours a day, and you go to different ports almost every single day. I mean, I believe this is one of the best way to build a business. Back in the day, in our previous company, that's what we
Gabor, your screen is frozen. Actually, you're frozen. Guys, is it just for me or you guys as well? Okay. All right, we'll give him a couple of minutes. He might need to log back on. Give me a second. But you know what? While his screen is frozen, on that note, there is a challenge with the cruises. I want to give you guys a warning. It is a lot of food. It is a lot of food. Okay. And I remember when we started the cruise, someone said to us, they said just make sure you weigh yourself before the cruise and you weigh yourself after the cruise. I have to tell you, the Club Fit Challenge went out the window during the cruise. I'm guilty. It's it was a challenge because there were so many different options. Gabor, welcome back. You just froze, but we're ready for you. If you unmute, just unmute.
Yeah, sorry. For some
It's all
reason,
good.
my laptop just dropped me off. So basically, really quick, this is one of the best way to build a business, because you can get so much attraction. So many people is going to see what you guys are doing when you put out everything on social media. I mean, think about that. We were on, I don't even know the exact numbers, how many of us were on this cruise, but around 90 people. Okay, as probably we broke all the records what we done before. So when you have this many people, everybody's there. They just putting their pictures out, doing the videos and everything. So we had so many people saw what we were doing. I mean, all of us getting so many messages. I mean, getting so many messages. I mean, I've been working since I get off the ship. I mean, I have to leave this call in 5 minutes because I have a bunch of people to follow up to. So basically, we had amazing time. I mean, look at this picture. I mean, this is just. I mean, that was really amazing. And the cool part about this, is so many people never been on a cruise before, or never been on this getaway trip before. And once you take your people on this getaway trip, can be a cruise or land-based vacation, they're gonna be sold for life. They never ever gonna quit Club Secret, and they're gonna be here forever. And that's what we need. You need to be the product of your product. And with the getaway program, this is one of the best way to be one. So pretty much that's it right now. If you have anything else, Efrosyni, you want me to share?
No, I think you shared a few things, Gabor. So the one thing actually I want to share this with everybody while you're on the call. This is something that we did with Gabor, guys, is that we actually we did a little training on the cruise. Let me know if you guys can see the video. 1 second. Yeah. So we did a little training on the cruise. And I know that you've had many conversations with people after this little training. So do you want to share with them that people that came on the cruise that didn't know what to expect, what new commitments were made after experiencing this cruise and also this little training?
Yeah, this is really cool because so many people just join the club because of the travel part or the products or both. Now they were on a cruise, they experienced the community and everything else. Now a bunch of these people who didn't even think wanted to go to Madrid, now a bunch of them wants to come. Now this week we're going to buy them the tickets and the flight tickets and everything else. So we at least I believe 8 new people coming to Madrid just because of this trip. All right. So this is also a really good way to promote the business to people, because once they come with us on this experience, a lot of them feel like that they want to be in the business, and that's what we need.
Exactly. Thank you for sharing, Gabor. I know that you got presentations to get to, but I appreciate you jumping on the call, and see you soon in Madrid, right?
All right. Thank you very much, guys, and see you in Madrid. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you, Efrosyni.
So on that note, guys, to give you an idea, this is something that I want you guys to also know, that this kind of trips in our business can make you money. Because when people come on this trip, especially the first time they experience an escape, a cruise getaway, if you get a group of people and you go to dine and stay. Now, dine and stay, we can't go as a big group. So you could get a little group of people. You can go like 10 or 15 people on a dine and stay, 5, 6, 7 rooms. I know our Italian team just recently went over to Lapland. Yeah, guys, I gotta say, I was jealous watching your videos and your pictures in Lapland. I love the Northern Lights. It's one of my favorite experiences in the world. So they did 2 groups back to back in Lapland. Now, here's what's happening. People come on a trip like these and they realize we get to do these as part of our lifestyle club, as part of the new lifestyle that we're creating. This is an opportunity when it becomes real for people. When people see this for the first time, they hear the idea of living your best life, but it's a concept, it's a theory, it's not real. But when you take them on a trip and you show them how to do it, okay, you show them how to book a getaway, how to choose the right destination, how to maximize their membership, and more importantly, how to invite their friends along for the ride. Because you can take a guest on a cruise, you can take a guest on a dine and stay, and you get them to experience it. And when that goes from it sounds good in theory to now becomes real, then they get to understand what it means to build this lifestyle. The training that we did on the cruise ship was not a long training because we were there just to have fun. The training was 1 hour. What I focused on the training was one thing: freedom. It's the freedom lifestyle that we talk about. It's the residual income that can be created through Secret that gives you the freedom to live these kind of experiences. I'm in Orlando right now. From Orlando, I'm going to Dallas. From Dallas, I'm going to Vegas. And from Vegas, I'm meeting you guys in Madrid. I've been on back-to-back calls since this morning. You can build this business online from anywhere in the world. I am looking for the person that is going to take 12 months of dine and stay unlimited back to back and build this business online. You can do this. This is the digital nomad lifestyle. Now, I understand that most people, when they get started with Secret, you have a job, you have something else that is your plan A, and this is your plan B. Hey, I've got multiple things going on right now as well. I've got several other companies that I've been running, but the thing is that when you understand the concept of teamwork and systems, and you're able to leverage that, you can achieve this freedom lifestyle. Now, we know the quickest way to achieve that is by plugging into the training system. Madrid is coming up around the corner. There's a lot of people have been asking us about the accommodation. So I want to share this with you guys, okay? So the venue where the event's gonna happen is already on the Secret Direct websites. Just in case you haven't seen that, I'm putting it up on the screen here. So you can see the full schedule, okay? On Friday, we're gonna have a fun Friday. There's 2 activities from what I understand being planned. This will get announced over the next few days. So keep Friday free. We're gonna have a lot of fun on Friday. And then we go Saturday and Sunday. Now, for those of you guys that qualified for the limousine, the private limousine evening, I know there's a handful of you guys. This is happening on Saturday night, pretty much straight after the training. You should have received an email already telling you the details. If you haven't, drop me a message on the Messenger, and I'll flag it up with the team to make sure that you do that. So anybody that's qualified for the limousine ride, that's going to happen on Saturday night. Sunday night, we always do an amazing party. So make sure you don't book a flight first thing on Monday morning, okay? And on Monday, this is for people that are gold and above or 25 squared. We have a special train the trainers. This is where you will literally learn step by step how to go from being an agent, doing some presentations, to now becoming a trainer with our company, because we're looking at creating a lot of trainers. There's still a couple of weeks to qualify for that, guys. So use the next couple of weeks in order to share this with as many people. I know I want to do a shout out for Chongi and Imola. Chongi and Imola are literally right now in Cyprus. They have been kind enough to fly over to Cyprus to look after our cats while we're away, and at the same time build the business. And I'm telling you, they're on fire. They've had, I want to say, 4 or 5 sales in their team in the last 24 hours alone. They just put a goal in their mind and they're going for it. Now, does it mean that you're going to achieve your goal every time? Absolutely not. But if you don't push for a goal, you don't know what's going to be inside you that's going to stretch you to make it happen. If you don't give yourself a goal that stretches you, how are you going to grow? How will you grow if you don't put yourself a goal? Madrid is around the corner. Do you just want to come to Madrid? Or do you want to come to Madrid with a new group of people? And if you come to Madrid with a new group of people, which is the key, how many do you want to have in your new group? 5, 10, 15? How many conversations can you have between now and Madrid? And one thing I can tell you from experience, and I've shared this many times, is that usually the people that commit to the events last minute, there's something special that happens with them. Okay. Amazing. Okay. Yeah. Nushi's saying that in Betty's team this week, 7 new agents. Betty's on fire right now. I know Betty's just introduced a dynamic lady into the team that I'm curious to see what's going to happen. The thing is, consistent action gives you the big rewards. Consistent action. It's 2.5 weeks left until Madrid. Now, you see, that's the name of the hotel there, Melia Madrid Princesa. That's the name of the hotel. If you go to the website, okay, of that hotel, which I will actually share with you here. I'm going to share this with my screen as well. So because they couldn't do a discount code, they actually created a discount on their website that you can go apply right now. You go to the website. I will post this on the chat, right? This is the website here. Yeah, I'm sorry, the link doesn't come out the best, but if you go to melia.com, you'll see here, you search for the right hotel, Melia Madrid Princesa, and I put first until the 4th of March. If you put that in there, it will give you 27% discount. This is cheaper, way cheaper than it's on booking.com. So it works out for 2 people for $500 US. And this is where the event's going to happen. Okay. So if you haven't booked your accommodation, you can literally go to the website and you can book that right now. Share this with your team as well, so that way you get people booked for this. And guys, last but not least, okay, there's an escape that has been done due to the leadership of Yasid. There's another escape that has been done in April in Dubai. I believe it's sold out. I'm not sure if there's going to be more rooms added. But there's a bunch of things that we're working on in the background as a company. There's going to be a bunch of things that are going to get announced over the next few weeks. Stay tuned. I will be posting a bunch of stuff on the Team Up Europe Facebook group. I'm in Orlando right now, and I'm going to be here for Playbook in the US. I'm actually honored to have been invited to be a speaker at the event this weekend. And also, I'm excited to spend some quality time with Dr. Cohen, with Isaac, with Eddie Head, with Muzaffar, with Jesse. Everybody's going to be here. And it's always great to be here in the US and spend quality time with these amazing leaders. Haven't been in the US since 2021, when it was the last time that we were able to come to the US before the crazy situation that we experienced with lockdowns. So I know the company is working on some very exciting things in the background. And I know that we've had some amazing sales to get us ready for the new relaunches of our new design of the skincare. And there's other surprises in the pipeline. But the one thing I also want to share with you guys, I know that we've also run out of stock on a few products. I know that we've also had a couple of challenges, with some things that are happening because of some crazy sales that were happening for a while. The one thing that I always learn from my mentor is that what we focus on is always going to expand. There's always the people that are focusing in the opportunity and their business grows. And there's always the people that focus on the problems with the opportunity and they're wondering why they don't grow. We're all part of the same company. Why is it that some people are growing like crazy right now, getting 4, 5, 6 signups in 24 hours, some of them getting new teams, new excitement, and some people saying this is just not working? And because it comes down to what we focus on. In business, there's always going to be challenges. As leaders, if you want a really big paycheck, you got to get really good at becoming a good problem solver. That's it. Honestly, the difference between making a little bit of money in network marketing and making the big checks is I just became better at helping people to see past the problem and focus on the solutions. I'm never going to sit here and tell you there's never going to be any problems when you get to 6 figures or 7 figures. You just learn to get better at handling bigger problems, guys. Okay, so the one thing that I can tell you though is that when you've got the lifestyle to go with it, the problems don't seem so important anymore. My only job is to share with you guys what it looks like on the other side. And I'm still not on the other side of where I want to be. Believe me, 15 years in network marketing, I've got a very, very big vision. I'm not there yet. But my job is to literally show you that it's worth it when you keep moving forward, when you keep paying it forward, when you keep sharing the story. Our rhythm is super simple. Experience the products, share the story. Experience the training, share the story. Repeat. Next time you're experiencing the product, whether it's a trip, a cruise, a diner stay, or having been part of the Club Fit Challenge, whatever it is, your only job is by sharing the stories to get more people to experience it with you. When you come back from a training, you experience the training and you share the story. Your job is to share the story so you get more people coming on the next training with you. That's the rhythm. It is literally that simple. The more people you share it with, the more people you get it to experience with you, and the more new people. It's not just, the same people over and over. We want the same people to stay part of the community, absolutely. But it's also how many new people can you get in front of the information. One thing that I loved about the cruise is I could literally see the people that this was their first experience with Secret. It was just a different energy. It was like, oh my God, this is so much better than what I expected. Because you can't describe it. People need to experience it. It's the same time that the same way that they come to their first training. No matter what you tell them, you can't explain it. They need to experience it. And that's why we need to do our best in order to share the right story. So that way we impact more people by plugging them into this amazing community. I'm feeling very excited about 2024 and what we have in store. I feel like there's some amazing energy that's been created. And also, last but not least, if you're not part of the Facebook group, so Team Up Unlimited Power is a Facebook group for all of Europe, regardless what team you're on. Any announcements we make about calls, promotions, everything is going to be on Team Up. Okay, so this is the Facebook group for Team Up, which I'll share with you guys here on the chat. But one more group that I want to share with you guys is that a group that's been created by Ioana Vasile, that is Club Secret, the Global Family. Okay, amazing group. This is purely for Club Secret testimonials. Okay, so when you go in here and you put your team members on this group, particularly the ones that are fresh, that haven't experienced a getaway, they're going to see so many stories in there from, people in Japan experiencing a cruise, people in Italy, in Romania, in Spain, in Colombia, people from all around the world sharing the value of Club Secret, getaways, the community, the booking engine. Now, if you get more people exposed to these, don't you think that it's fair to say that by understanding how much crazy value we have with Club Secret, they're going to stay? Because the only reason that people leave is because they don't understand what they got their hands on. Our job as leaders is to show them the benefits, the value, the experience, and especially with the business, is to show them the way of what's possible by showing them the way. Okay, so guys, thank you for tuning in. Now, as you know, normally we have our weekly team calls every Sunday, but unfortunately, Next Sunday, I'm going to be a playbook here in the US, so there will not be a team call. I will be doing the team call on a different day, most likely on Monday next week. I'll keep you guys updated. But thank you for tuning in, guys. See you in Madrid. Look forward to seeing you in Madrid, and just use the next couple of weeks in order to share with as many people as possible so we get more people to Madrid and will really make 2024 an explosive year for everybody. Take care, guys.